In the history of the Iberian Peninsula, a Taifa was an independent Muslim-ruled principality, usually an emirate or petty kingdom, though there was one oligarchy, of which a number were formed in Al-Andalus after the final collapse of the Umayyad Caliphate of Córdoba in 1031. History == The origins of the Taifas must be sought in the administrative division of the Umayyad Caliphate of Córdoba, as well in the ethnic division of the elite of this state, divided among Arabs, the more numerous Berbers, Iberian Muslims and the Eastern European former slaves. During the late 11th century, when the First Crusade waves were carving out their territories in the Jerusalem area, the Christians of the northern Iberian Peninsula set out to take over the Muslim territories. The Caliphate of Córdoba, at this time among the richest and most powerful states in Europe, underwent civil war, known as fitna. As a result, it broke into Taifas, small rival emirates fighting among themselves. However, the political decline and chaos was not immediately followed by cultural decline. Intense intellectual and literary activity continued in some of the larger Taifas. There was a second period when Taifas arose, toward the middle of the 12th century, when the Almoravid rulers were in decline. During the heyday of the Taifas, in the 11th century and again in the mid-12th century, their emirs competed among themselves, not only militarily but also for cultural prestige. They tried to recruit the most famous poets and artisans. Decline reversing the trend of the Umayyad period, when the Christian kingdoms of the north often had to pay tribute to the caliph, the disintegration of the caliphate left the rival Muslim kingdoms much weaker than their Christian counterparts, particularly the Castilian-Leonese monarchy, and had to submit to them, paying tributes known as pariahs. Due to their military weakness, Taifa princes appealed for North African warriors to come fight Christian kings on 2 occasions. The Almoravids were invited after the fall of Toledo, and the Almohads after the fall of Lisbon. These warriors did not in fact help the Taifa emirs but rather annexed their lands to their own North African empires. Taifas often hired Christian mercenaries to fight neighboring realms. The most dynamic Taifa, which conquered most of its neighbors before the Almoravid invasion, was Seville. Zaragoza was also very powerful and expansive, but inhibited by the neighbor Christian states of the Pyrenees. Zaragoza, Toledo, and Badajoz had previously been the border military districts of the Caliphate. List of Taifas First period After the fall of the Caliphate of Córdoba in 1031, about 33 Taifas were independent after the civil war and conflict in Al-Andalus. The strongest and largest Taifa in this first period were the Taifa of Zaragoza, Taifa of Toledo, Taifa of Badajoz and the Taifa of Seville. The only Taifa which conquered most of the weak neighbors was Taifa of Seville under the Ubaidid dynasty ruler. Al-Tajir al-Adna. This region includes the Centro and Lisboa region of Portugal and Extremadura region of Spain. Badajoz 1013-1022 over 1034-1094. 1027-1034, 1094, Lisbon 1022-1034. 1034-1093, Algarve. This region includes the Alentejo and Algarve region of Portugal. Mar copyrighted TOLA 1033-1044. 1044-1091, Salta copyright S and Helva 10,121,053. 1051-1091, Santa Maria do Algarve 1018-1051. 1051-1091, Silves, 1027-1063. 1063-1091, Altagir al-Orzat. This region includes the Madrid region and the provinces of Toledo and Guadalajara of Spain. Toledo, 1010-1031 Euro 1085, Almusata. This region only includes the provinces of Ciudad Real, Albast and Cuenca of Spain. Al-Andalus. This region includes the autonomous region of Andalusia in Spain, Algeciras, 1035 Euro 1058, Arcos, 1011 Euro 1068, Camona, 1013 Euro 1091, Ceuta, 1061 Euro 1084, Córdoba, 1031 Euro 1091, Granada, 1013 Euro 1090, Málaga, 1026 euro 1057/1058. 1073 euro 1090, Mora cubed n, 1013 euro 1066, Naibla, 1023 1024 euro 1091, Ronda, 1039 1040 euro 1065, Seville, 1023 euro 1091, Al-Tajir. This region only includes the provinces of Tyrol, Zaragoza and Tarragona of Spain. Al-Baraka n, 1011 euro 1104, Alpuent, 1009 euro 1106, Rueda, 1118 euro 30, Tortosa, 1039 euro 1060. 1081 1080 euro 1092, Zaragoza, 1018 euro 1046. 1046 euro 1110, Al-Xarq. This region includes the region of Valencia, Murcia and Balears. Almira a, 1011 euro 1091, Denia, 1010 1012 euro 1076, Jar copyright Rica, 11th century, Lorca, 1051 euro 1091, Mallorca, 1018 euro 1203, Molina. Euro 1100, Murcia, 1011 1012 euro 1065, Murviedro and Sagunto, 1086 euro 1092, Sajob, 1065 euro 1075, Valencia, 1010 1011 euro 1094. Second period equals, Almira a, 1145 euro 1147, Arcos, 1143, Badajoz, 1145 euro 1150, Bishar and Apam Melvora, 1114 euro 1150, Camona, dates and destiny uncertain or unknown, Constantina and Hornacialos, dates and destiny uncertain or unknown, Granada, 1145, Cadix and Baza, 1145 euro 1151, Jaw copyright N, 1145 euro 1159. 1168, Giras, 1145, Mar-Laga, 1145 euro 1153, Mar copyright Tola, 1144 euro 1145, Murcia, 1145. 1147 euro 1172, Naibla, 1145 euro 1150. Pergina, dates and destiny uncertain or unknown, Ronda, 1145, Santara copyright M. Euro 1147, Segara, 1147 euro. Silves, 1144 euro 1155, Tavira, dates and destiny uncertain or unknown, Tejada, 1145 euro 1150, Valencia, 1145 euro 1172. Third period equals, Arjona, 1232 euro 1244, Pisa, 1224 euro 1226, Ceuta, 1233 euro 1236, 1249 euro 1305, Denia, 1224 euro 1227, Lorca, 1240 euro 1265, Menorca, 1228 euro 1287, Murcia, 1228 euro 1266, Naibla, 1234 euro 1262, Orihuela, 12,391,250, Valencia, 1228 1229 euro 1238, additionally, but not usually considered Taifas, are, Granada 1237 euro 1492, Las Alpujarras, 1568 euro 1571. References. External links, History of Spain, Disintegration of the Caliphate, Regnal Chronologies, Iberia, Al-Andalus, the Taifa period.